I will pray for you, but if you get on my nerve, I will cuss you smooth out. My mouth ain't under control yet, and I can throw these hands. And let me tell you something, if I get my hands on you, I promise you, you gonna know you've been in a fight. But I'm trying not to go there because I'm in transition.
Oh, yeah, you already know what it is, baby. Happy Monday and welcome to the palace. It is party in a chat on Monday night, and we gonna act a damn fool. We're about to act a damn fool. You already see the thumbnail. Welcome, everybody. You see who's on the lineup. Y'all, I decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. Listen, I decided that tonight's conversation is going to be about brunettes. We're going to do 3 beautiful black brunettes. Listen, hold on, because I know I goes in on Clarissa. My God, today. Thank you, Trey. Yes, Trey. Trey says, my God, today. Now, normally when you come over here and we talk about Clarissa, Queen Sheba be going in on Clarissa, but Clarissa has redeemed herself, and I have decided to follow Jesus. Clarissa has redeemed herself with me. Clarissa defends a baddie. We're talking about it. Baby, Melody Sheree responds. We're talking about it. Candy caught Todd slipping in July. We are talking about it. I said, I'm going to put these brunettes on the thumbnail. And I know a lot of y'all are coming hot and heavy off of Melody Sheree's Patreon. Oh, $29.99. Are you out of your mind? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What is this lady talking about? I'm here to see Candy. I'm here to see Melody. I'm here to see Clarissa. What do you mean $29.99? Melody Sheree is serving up behind the scenes, y'all, for $29.99 on Patreon. And when I tell you I flew into Huntsville, Alabama, and we left that thing on the floor, smack it up, flip it, and rubbed it down. Oh, no, we did that. Listen, let me tell you something. Queen Sheba does not go anywhere and do a half-ass interview. And here's the good part. She was open. She was open. She was open. Baby, with no pre-prepared questions. If you gonna call, listen, if I'm coming, I'm coming. Because we don't play over here. And Melody, you talking about 2 Scorpios, we talking or we talking? And we fucking talked. You hear me? See, I know some people say, well, didn't you call her a friend? She can be a friend, but she can still get that work. And she gave that work, honey. And when I tell you 2 folks sat down, like, listen, and talk, girl, we finna talk now. We gonna be fair. Because like I told Melody Sheree, you don't just have, Desira said, so worth it. So worth it. Listen, I don't just want to talk about the people that love you because, girl, you got a lot of these folks out here that don't like you. And I feel like it takes a special type of confidence. It takes a special type of talent to be able to sit in front of a celebrity and say, listen, honey, I get all of that. I get that. The leading lady. I get that. Oh, yeah, you beautiful. House was beautiful. Her production team. When I tell you I landed in Huntsville, Alabama, I said, come on, Black excellence. Black excellence. Video crew ready. I was like, oh, they was so ready, baby. He got my little jelly roll. Hold up, mother. Hold up. I didn't know y'all was that damn good. I didn't know you was that damn good. I was like, hell no. What kind of cameras is these? I ain't seen them before. Damn, them good ass cameras. They picked up everything. Girl, next time put me in the garage. Put me in the fucking garage, girl. But I was like, you know what? You messing with Melody Sheree. Of course, she's gonna have the best of the best. Listen, a time was had. And when I tell you a time was had, and when I rung that doorbell, listen, first of all, let's talk about just being welcome like that. Being welcome like that. When people talk about how Black people cut corners and this and this and that, baby, I beg to differ. Having someone pick me up and saying, "Did you eat?" And I said, "Well, no, not yet. I'm going to eat when I get to my hotel." And they said, "You can eat now." I was like, "Who? Me? Who, me? I can eat." I I was so taken back. I said, "Nah."
Oh my God.
I said, "I'll just wait." I was like, "Wait a minute. This is nice. This is really nice." So I get picked up, production crew, video guy there. I was like, "Oh, damn. Wait a minute. I wasn't ready for these people to get me as soon as I came off the fucking plane. Hold on." Texas girl in the house. So I said, "Damn. I ain't even have time to get ready." But I was like, "Girl, shut your mouth. Go ahead and come down." Oh, they down here at these damn escalators. Oh, shit, they down here at baggage claim. Lord have mercy. Father Jesus, help me in the name. So God help me. I was like, "Girl, you ain't even have a green bag to mess, but your shit is bad. You got good luggage. Just roll through, Queen Sheba." I rolled through. I was like, "Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I ain't know this lady was going to show up like this. Lord have mercy." I know, I mean, I consider her a friend, but damn, I don't be in her business like that. Lord have mercy. Baby, I was just got off the plane. You know, I thought I had to be a celebrity to get that kind of treatment. Not. But I should have been prepared. I should have been ready. I should have known that the same way she shows up on television is the same way that she would show up for her guest. So I get picked up. I get dropped off. I get to experience this beautiful house on the hill that I've seen her. What is it called? Display in her stories. The stars are real, y'all. It's not a setup. The mountains and the hills are real, y'all. It's not a setup. And when I tell you beautiful hospitality, start to finish, listen, children, well behaved, so welcoming, so loving, so pleasant, smiles on their face. And I said, you know what? I know this. I've been knowing this, but the people ain't going to believe it. This is real life in this house. Not all Black people are traumatized. There are really healthy Black families. There are people that are navigating life, doing a really good job inside the confines of their home, right? We ain't even got into the interview. I'm walking in, baby. They got a charcuterie board for me. You hear me? They know the queen like charcuterie. Charcuterie, meat, cheese, cold water, y'all. White people water. That kind of water that you can't get. That kind of water you can't get from Walmart. Yeah, that kind of water. I was like, "Oh." I mean, you know what I'm saying. But you get what I'm saying. Black people ain't gonna waste no water, but then they put it in these nice glasses. Then I had as much wine as I wanted to. And then the team starts walking out. Yes, white people water. They say not white people water. Then the team starts walking out one by one. I'm still not seeing Melody Sheree. I done came up. Let me tell you, the hill is so damn steep going to this mansion, right? The damn driver, the second driver didn't even want to take me up there. I ain't blaming because I wouldn't drive up there neither. So I get in the house. Wine, charcuterie, nice white people water. We're doing the thing. That I see the microphones, I see the production set. I said, Lord have mercy. And it's eerie quiet. I said, this woman means business. She really finna put this all on the floor. You know what? Let's go. Team walking out. I'm still not seeing Melody Sheree, but I can tell it's the team. And it's team members that we haven't seen, right? In her stories, or I was like, this lady really has a big team. Faces I've never seen before. And then she walks out. And I was like, hell no. I don't even want to do the interview no more. She looks so beautiful. I don't even want to do the damn interview no more. But I set my ass down and we got to business. And when I tell you, it was one of the most genuine, authentic conversations because I know her audience and I know my audience, and y'all don't play. But I also know her audience is not just comprised of people that love her. I know the ones that don't love her, you're still her audience because every time you mention her name, there's something called an algorithm. There's something called a machine. There is something called YouTube, TikTok. Every time you say her name, whether you know it or not, you put her in the algorithm. You put money in her pocket. Right, wrong, and or indifferent, lover, like, or hater. Every time you say her name, there is power in the name. The word tells you that. There is power in the name. Ain't no way in hell I would give somebody power that I don't like. But you did. And she continues to be blessed. And when I tell you genuine, authentic, love is love is love. You cannot deny an authentic human being. That's why I never switched up on her. That's why I never switched up on her. When I tell you the next day, or maybe it was that day, child, I don't remember. I got lost in time. And Queen Sheba don't be getting lost in time because I got shit to do. I got my own stuff. When I tell you it was a nice dinner from start to finish. The next day, we woke up, we had breakfast. Pick my flight. I missed my damn flight. Let me tell you something. I missed my flight. And Melody reached out to say, did you make it? I said, oh, child, nah, I'm at the airport. Why are you at the airport? I said, child, I missed my flight. She said, breakfast. I said, hell yeah. Came and got me herself, pulled up. And when I tell you time was had, in addition to the day before, the day prior, steak, all of that, didn't blink an eye. And I said, it's crazy to me that Black women, let's take Melody Sheree off the table for a second, that Black women, we've never met each other, right? Different scenarios, could take the lead, could take the audacity to speak ill against each other in a manner that's so disturbing. We don't have to like each other. We don't, because I don't like some of y'all. And hell, a lot of y'all don't like me. And I get it. It's the persona. It's the delivery. It's the perception without meeting the person. And that's fine. But some of us as women have been inauthentic, disingenuous against other Black women. And let me tell you this. You should be able to do business with anybody. As a Black woman, you should be able to get on this mofo and sit down in front of anybody if you are who you say you are, as a content creator, a blogger, a media outlet, a television station, whatever, publication. and do it as if you were anointed to do it. Right, wrong, or indifferent. You can put me in front of anybody and I'm going to deliver a home run, whether I like them or not. I consider Melody Sheree a friend, but I also have a fucking job to do. I have a job to do. Not just for her audience, but for mine. So when we say we putting it on the floor, then God damn it, we put it on the floor. Do you hear me? Y'all are already in my DM saying, I can't believe you asked her that. Why not? This is a work, a piece of art. The lady said she came to give you behind the scenes, things that you've always wondered, things that have been whispered, things she's never gone on record about. Do you want to know if she, listen, $29.99 because you missed out on the 11/11. Hell, I missed out on the 11/11. And I consider myself a damn friend. And you know what I did? I paid for it. I paid for a lot of y'all's stuff. Some of y'all have products. You don't even know I ordered it. I ordered it under a different name. I may not keep it, but I gift it to other people because I see value. You out here trying. I pay for it. And I've never thought to take her material and bring it to my platform. And the crazy part is I think a lot of y'all got confused because you were saying, Queen Sheba, ooh, we can't wait to talk about you and Melody's interview. And hell, I almost got caught slipping because there's a lot of times I own the production. I own the interview. And I'm like, yeah. But this time I was like, you know what? I wouldn't want nobody taking my stuff. And when I tell you hell of an interview, and I know it's a hell of an interview because I was there, and y'all are hitting me up, hard questions. Hard questions. That's it. That's all. Hell of a job to you, Melody Sheree. And thank you for never switching up. Thank you for being the same. Thank you for being everything that you've been consistently, not only to me, but to people that don't like you. Because if the truth be told, you've put a lot of money in a lot of our pockets. Period. So much so that I feel like you've become a drug to some. They just can't stop talking about you. Y'all, let me tell you something. And I want to keep this thing in alignment with her brand. Because people say, oh, Melody got attacked bad this weekend. Melody's a Scorpio. What does that mean? She can get down on it anytime she gets ready. Where's Queen Sheba? Melody don't need me. Melody got the resources, the intellect, the anointing, the spiritual covering. But for those of you that wanted to know where I was, right there beside her, in her house, on the phone, in Huntsville, right there at breakfast, right there every day, like I've been consistently when we talk about sisterhood, friend or no friend, sisterhood, loyalty, never switching up, a lot of friendships, a lot of alignment that a lot of you pray for. Women can't stick together for shit. It don't mean we support each other doing wrong, but I ain't switching up on a woman to go to align myself with a man, whether I like her or not. I don't like a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all has said horrible things about me and my family, but you ain't never heard me crucify you back. I ain't going there with no woman, no black woman, when we all come from the same matter. When you talk about scientific, we're all related. But that's way too deep. That's not why you're here. Nah, that's why you don't hear me get down like that. Melody don't need me in that manner. The way she needed me, I was there. See, a lot of y'all confuse the loud and the big mouths, and the louder you are, the more present you are. I ain't got to say a word. She know who down for her. She know who ain't. And can I tell you, it don't make a bit of a difference. Ain't nobody losing no sleep, no way. Ain't nobody crying about who is and who ain't. When you get in a room full of big girls, that's hardly the conversation, to be honest with you. When we talk about the reason these three women are on this screen, a time was had in the most beautiful moment. Because what y'all forget is that lady went through a divorce on camera. she continued to work with the man who disrespected her. A lot of you women helped him disrespect her. And that's neither here nor there, right? I was talking to somebody this weekend because after I left Melody, shit, I jumped on another trip and was off. See, content is so freaking easy to make without needing somebody else's behind the scenes. So I left and went with other content creators, and we got on the road and we traveled all around Texas to try different places to support Black businesses, to check on other Black folks we don't even know, to keep them in the algorithm, whether we like it or not. That's just what we about, right? It's so easy. I got with content creators that don't have the same kind of content that I make, but people that I can learn from, people that I'm, even though they're bigger and greater and have a long-standing name and brand recognition, I'm not intimidated. It's very interesting to see their expertise. Shout out to you, B. Taylor. Girl, the way you can vlog and do those food reviews and get in front of those cameras, I'm learning a lot from other men and women. Not intimidated by it. That's it. That's all. So I said that to say this. I ain't never asked for nothing for free. From a Black business, a Black content creator, if you selling it, I'm buying it. What's your price? You can ask Trending at some point, because I believe at some point last week, I didn't even know, I've been on the road for almost over a week. And somebody sent me a post where Trending was having to explain to y'all, Queen Sheba didn't steal my art. I named my price and she paid. I hired her. That's called hiring Black people. Yeah, because let me tell you something, what you don't know. Typically, my designs come from a white woman in Los Angeles, California, that I've worked with for over 14 years, okay? Been in the game for a lot of years. But I was like, you know what? Let me do something with Black people. Let me do something with Black women. Child, y'all try to mess that up. Like y'all trying to mess up Melody's Patreon. I was like, oh my God. I do not want the right to be right about us. We really can't work together? Oh my God. I thought that was a lie from the pit to hell. And I was like, child, maybe it ain't. Maybe it ain't. Maybe we are stuck in a rut. Maybe we are fucking crabs in a barrel. Maybe we are. Maybe we talk a lot and don't do shit and just be ready to attack. Your product is your product. If I want it, I'll buy it. If I don't, I'm not pulling up your prices. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to nobody. Because you worked hard to conceptualize that. You work hard to put that label on that, period. Whether it's $1 or $4, 43, 29, 28, 15, 10, whatever. So be careful. We got to be careful what we put out, because we think we are talking to somebody else, but you are speaking. You are speaking into everything that your hands have created for yourself. So yeah, we partying in the chat, but we also going to drop some wisdom. Melody, I'm proud of you. Because a lot of you, come on, how many women can say that a nigga did them wrong, had a baby on them, robbed them for $36K, took it, and they slept on an air mattress, started from the bottom, now I'm here, and was able to do that thing, work that thing? Not a lot. Not a lot. A lot of you fighting for $25 a month for child support. Not a lot. You deserve it. So I don't understand how we, now I don't say a lot. And let me say this to some of you, where is Queen Sheba? Why she ain't? I don't need to. Me and Melody fight differently. And the way Melody responds is specific to her brand and her blessings and to what God has called her to be. I would be an overbearing friend to try to inflict my will on a woman that I call a friend. See, we don't dominate friends on this side. We respect and we follow. I have no problem following the lead of another woman. Hold on. I have no, because it ain't my shit. You can't come in dominating. And there's a spirit of domination in the Black community. And it has been for years on years on years. And a lot of things that you're seeing in the community, in the news and reality, as much as we use technical excuses of what they not like us, they don't like us, a lot of you are too fucking dominant, volatile, aggressive, angry. And the first thing you do is when you disagree or you hear something you don't like, you attack. I hate that that's the default setting for us. That we start whooping like the master whooped us. That's the first thing we do. We gonna whoop your ass. Bitch, I'ma read you down. I'ma snatch your motherfucking edges. Bitch, I'ma do the same thing that master did to you and your ancestors. You doing it bad. Give me the whip, sir. I'll whip her. That's all I'm saying. I'm not about that life. I'm not about that life. Because I understand, right, wrong, or indifferent, whether I like you or not, that I'm commanded to leave you with a little bit of dignity. And for those of you that enjoy snatching dignity, and that's what you've built your platform on, that's what you've built your brand on, prayers to all parties involved. Because you're supposed to leave a little bit of dignity according to the word. Well, bitch, I ain't a Christian. You ain't got to be one. Because the word says God is not a respecter of persons. What that mean? You can get it too. That means you can get it too. But you're supposed to leave a little bit of dignity. And before I move on, Melody, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you for giving us the opportunity, because a lot of YouTubers have forgotten that you put them on a map long time ago. I think it was 2 years ago when you came around and gave a lot of no-name YouTubers, including myself, an opportunity to interview you, to get into the algorithm, and to build their portfolio professionally. I think some of these same look, nor did I ever ask for one, but I thank you for the opportunities that a lot of people have given you their ass to kiss. I remember I remember you came out and you gave at least 20 or more YouTubers, no name, unqualified, including myself, because I'm not talking, I was unqualified too, a chance to get in the game and build their portfolio by sitting in front of reality stars to interview. And you did that. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. That's it. That's all. That's all I'm saying. There's a saying that I used to hear, and it says, "You're only as good as your last deed." Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you on the behalf of your haters and the other people that have supported you, that may have chosen not to for whatever reason, right? It's not bad to not like somebody. It's okay. But don't ever get dog ugly, because that which you send out shall be returned unto you. That's all I'm saying. You have done a lot for a lot of small Black YouTubers and even big. big executive producers who refuse to utter their mouth and open up and say thank you. But I do believe and I do know that God will have the last word. So you keep doing you. And bitch, don't you ever fold to no motherfucking body. And I said what the fuck I said. You ain't got to lay down and take shit for nobody. You come out swinging on these hoes whenever you get ready, and you put these bitches and these niggas in their place whenever you get ready. Because how the fuck y'all gonna think y'all finna sit back and talk about this lady for 3-4 years and she can't say shit back ever? Bitch, that is called a bully. That's it. That's all. But let me get up off of this because that's not in alignment with Melody's brand. That's more in alignment with Clarissa Shields. That's more in alignment with Clarissa Shields. Hold on, Queen Sheba. Now you need to see. Now I see why Melody didn't want you out here saying that. No, because listen, because I don't like bullies. I don't like bitches that think they can sneak you and ambush you and fight you and punch on you when you're not looking. And they've been poking and prodding for enough. Ain't nobody scared of you motherfuckers. We just got better shit to do. And that's not aimed at anybody in particular. But if it lands, then it's for you. I ain't got no problem with nobody, but don't ever think you finna come on my front door and I not respond. Now, see, I think that's where y'all get a little confused. Welcome to Party in the Chat. Let me get a sip of my damn wine. Hold on. You must not know a Scorpio. You must not know a damn Scorpio. You may have said some shit about me 6 months ago. I'm coming, ho. Just wait, tie your shoes and sit down and have a seat. I'm coming. I just caught your bitch ass off guard. You thought I was done with you? No, I had other shit to do. But I'm back. You remember how the old folks, when your mama would say, I'm gonna whoop your ass when I get home from work? And she cook and she clean and she do all of that. And you say, Mama forgot. And you get ready for bed and you take your bath and you got a full stomach. Mama may even give you some ice cream. And right when you turn off the lights, Mama turn them back on and say, get your ass up. Didn't I tell you not to go outside? That's a Scorpio. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. But if you ever come knocking on my door, don't be surprised if I show up at yours. That's it. That's all. Nothing personal. But y'all got to stop that bully mentality where you think you can get up here and set shit, even if you don't do it directly. Because I know a lot of y'all are loved and you ain't got to do it. You got other people that'll do it for you. That's fine. I respect the game. I know how it's played. But she can't come? You really thought you was finna fire one off and not get that work? And not get that work? Okay. Okay. Miss Chanel, thank you for the 2-piece and a pepper super sticker. We appreciate you. Tempest Hayes coming through with a 2-piece and a pepper. She said, did you ask Mel about the limousine? Listen, you got to join Patreon. I told you I don't mess with nobody's content like that. $29.99. Get your butt over there, Tempest. $29.99. Hell, you ain't got to stay forever. Get over there and see what I asked. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I ain't never took none of y'all stuff that I don't like. And if I don't like you, it's because you didn't like me first. But I have decided to follow Jesus. Listen, I like to have a good time. I like to move on. Hell of an interview. If you haven't already, carry your behind over there to Melody Sheree's Patreon. We did the damn thing. And if you haven't already, listen, Wellness Weekend Retreat that Melody Sheree and Queen Sheba are hosting in April. Sold out. Sold out. Sold out. Thank you to those of you that see. A lot of people don't like us as Black people. I'm not talking about YouTube. Let's really get into it. A lot of people don't like us as Black people. They feel like we're aggressive, we're negative, we're lazy, we're scammers, we're thieves, we're this, we're criminal. A lot of people don't like us. Hell, you got Black men now that don't even like Black women. Men will get together on a Saturday morning. They'll go play golf. They'll go coach little league teams, whatever. They'll work with young boys that aren't their boys. They're sticking together. Women are not. Black women are not sticking together. They're not doing anything for each other. They're not offering you anything. Hell, you won't even get a $5 Starbucks gift card these days on these platforms or anywhere else. So for the life of me, I cannot understand why when a group of Black women, I'm not talking about myself or anywhere, would decide to get together or do something nice for each other, go have brunch or have a dinner, that anybody would have anything negative to say, because people don't like you anymore for that reason, because they feel you're aggressive, you're negative, other races, and you're proving their points, and you're getting left behind. You're getting left behind. Black women are fiending for themselves. You have the highest rate of being alone in your homes without a man. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just giving you the statistics. So think twice before you come on anywhere and you start to attack and you say, oh shit, that's why people don't like us. I'm contributing to the stereotype, right, wrong, or indifferent. Yeah, because they feel like you angry, mad, Black woman. That's all they do. They're angry. Look how they speak to each other. Look what they're doing to each other. Don't invite them. They're mad. Their men don't even want them. That's all I'm saying. And sometimes I'll be like, child, that is aggressive. Child, that is a bit of a turnoff. Ooh, child, woman shouldn't be talking like that. Ooh, Lord. I get today you mad, but you seem like you mad every day. Girl, don't nobody. Ooh, wee. So think about that. Every time you go that route, you contribute to the stereotype that other people. That's why a lot of us don't get hired, because of you. They don't even know you, but they think all of us are just like you. We don't even get a fair chance because of you. That's all I'm saying. And with that being said, y'all, thank you. We got Melody Sheree out the way. Listen, I hope y'all better get your asses over there to Patreon. Ooh, we going there. We talking about a lot. And let me just say this. If your name came up, we putting it all on the floor. Who gives a damn? Don't nobody care. I can say your name, especially if you said mine, especially if you said her. Who the hell you think you are that your name can't come up in an interview? Yeah, your name came up. My name come up every week on your platform. Now what? Now what? Sue me. And I promise you, I won't run. That's it. That's it. I'm just saying. That's it. I won't run. Ain't nothing to run from. I can't stand a scary nigga. What you running for? What you running for? Now you done held everybody in a chokehold, terrorizing women the last few years. What you running for? Come out and fight. Put your hands up.
Wow.
Let me quit. Let me quit playing. Let me move on to Clarissa, y'all. So anywho, that's all we got for that. I want to give you Love and Marriage Huntsville, a little bit of Melody Sheree. If you haven't already, make sure you carry your behind to the Patreon. Okay? I'm not telling you what's in the interview. It's exclusive. Period. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And I'm sure there's many more to come. I'm sure Melody has a lot of things in the works. There's many more to come. So, y'all, I want to talk about Clarissa Shields. Now, Clarissa, I know you over there laid up with that lady husband. Yes, you are.
I heard about you. I was waiting on you at the door.
You over there laid up with that lady husband, and I know you say you don't come second to nobody. And I've been talking about Clarissa like a dog. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta be honest. I've been talking about Clarissa like a dog because Clarissa, I just don't like that for us. I always want us to be better. I don't give a damn. I always want us to be better. And you laid up with somebody else's husband is not a blessing. You better ask coleslaw. Now, baby, we set up last night, me and B. Taylor. Was it last night, y'all, or was it Saturday? Shout out to all my people that are tuned in from Twitter. Y'all, I got a lot of men that follow this channel. Now, you laid up with that lady husband. But let me tell you what me and B. Taylor did. Was it Sunday or Saturday night? It had to have been Sunday. It was Sunday. It was Saturday. Girl, I got my days mixed. When I tell you a time was had, y'all, we got so damn drunk. Let me tell y'all something before I get on Clarissa. Get your ass in a car and start doing road trips. It don't make no sense for y'all to be sitting at home talking about you haven't taken a vacation. We old school. We decided we not get on no airplane. Y'all, we got in the car. When I tell you we got in the car and did a road trip and vlogged it and did content creation and stopped and did our stops and y'all saw the snacks and was eating and smacking in y'all's ear. Listen, a time was had. Got towed up from the flow up. I damn near didn't make it. I said, you too old for this bullshit. I had to tell myself, get yourself in a good Bible-based church. Lazarus. Y'all saw the footage. A time was had. Black people being happy again. Us returning to the default position of being excellent. Finding people that's a part of your tribe. Making something out of nothing. Getting in the car. Hosting conversations, inviting those of you from the outside looking in to come inside. A time was had, honey. Paying for this. I got you. No, I got you. No, I got you. Just sharing communal because we are communal people. But listen, do some road trips, okay? Explore some of these small towns around you. Get your butt on TikTok. Find out what's happening. Where are the kids eating? Get back in the community. A time was had. So anywho, a time was had so much so it was man down situation. It was a man down situation. Me and B. Taylor and my best friend got towed up from the flow up, okay? We said we was going out the next day, couldn't go nowhere. So, child, we done found the fight for free. We found the fight for free. I cannot remember the lady's name. Thank you, ma'am. On YouTube that played that fight for free. Girl, we was right there. We ordered room service. We got some crab cakes. We told them, bring up your best Merlot. And we watched Clarissa fight. And Clarissa, you did your damn thing. Clarissa did her thing. Now, in my head, I can fight, but I really can't. I can't. Because when I saw Clarissa throwing them damn hands and them blows, see, in my head, I said if I saw Clarissa Shields in the airport, I was going to give her a 2-piece. I did. Y'all remember a few weeks ago? I said I was going to run up on her. Because I don't like what you doing to Remy Ma. But when I saw her get in that ring and fight, I changed my mind. And I said, if you can't beat her, you better join her. You better join her. So I got the laughing and clapping. Clarissa, you did your thing. Clarissa whooped that girl ass. Clarissa whooped that girl's ass, her natural ass in that ring. And then Clarissa, let me tell you something. I'm done. I'm a supporter. Now, I done talked all that shit about Clarissa, but see, this is where I can pivot, unlike some of you. Clarissa fought, and at the end, they embraced each other. And Clarissa, I saw your hearts. So ass up. I saw your heart. Watch this. And I said, well, Clarissa's a good girl. And then Clarissa defended the baddie. Because what happened to Summer on Baddies on Zeus was some bullshit. That was some bullshit, Limmy. See, I'm not like y'all. Whoop that trick. Now, Desira, you know better than that. They say, whoop that trick. Listen, I'm all about a fighting situation, but I would never, y'all talking about whoop that trick. Listen, y'all are out of order tonight. The way Zeus Network lets Summer get her ass towed up by Big Lex, inexcusable. I saw it. Me and B. Taylor watched it after we watched Clarissa's fight. And I said, that's wrong, Limmy. And Clarissa checked his ass. She checked his ass. I can't sit there and watch another black woman get towed up like that. I mean, I'm the type I might jump in, even though it ain't my fight. Now, you might get me, though. You might 1-2 piece me. But you're going to say, damn, she came out of nowhere. Yeah. Break it up. Turn her loose. Turn her loose. I can't watch that kind of stuff. That was wrong. And now Clarissa Shields, now I might go back tomorrow and not like her again, but Clarissa Shields has earned a salute in my book. The fact that she stood 10 toes down for Summer and it was her night, period, for her to fight. And she said she with me. Because what we didn't know and couldn't hear all of the audio is Limmy walked up to her. Apparently, they were going through security. I'm going to show you the footage. Limmy walked up and came up to say, listen, you got Lex here and Summer here. They got something going on. And she said, you ain't got to warn me of shit. Summer with me tonight. Now, Clarissa, I peep game. I see what you doing. You laid that bait. You say, I ain't got no problem with Lex, but Summer with me tonight. And I understood what that mean in the streets. You can run up if you want to, but you're not finna do her like you did her on Bad. I don't watch Baddies neither, but B. Taylor do, yes. And I was up in that, look, we was on that road trip watching it. See, you got to be diversified here for hot tea. See, I'll go with y'all, the young girls. We got to look out for the young girls too. They like Baddie. They like all that. So I was like, let Auntie watch it. And Auntie was intrigued until you ripped her nose off. And that was wrong. A part of her nose was split open. So when you beat somebody like that, no, I'm with Clarissa. You think you big and bad, bitch, let's fight. Because you're not going to run up on her with me tonight. And that's the type of friend I am. I wouldn't give a damn if we got our ass whooped. I ain't switching up. Run up and get done up. You don't ever let nobody run up on none of your homegirls, virtually or in person. We going to always tote the line and hold the line, right, wrong, or indifferent, whether I'm mad at you. Shit, I wish I would. So let's take a look. Let's take a look so y'all can see what we're talking about. Give me a 1 on the screen when you can see, and then I'll go ahead and play the clip. Looks like we got it. Here we go. Uh-oh. I thought I had it queued up. Give me 1 second. And for those of you that are tuned in, drop in a chat what you came here to see. Are you here for Melody? Are you here for Clarissa? Or are you here for Candy? Drop it in a chat. Melody? Because I know we're hitting 3 topics. Clarissa? Uh-oh. Or Candy. Here we go. I thought I forwarded the video. Give me 1 second. Hold on, y'all. I thought I did. Oh, Lordy. Don't tell me this is going to be one of those situations. No, I got it. Okay, I did not forward the chat. Here we go. Not the chat. I did not forward the video. All right. We are going to start with, I think we're going to start with the one with Clarissa. Yep. Give me 1 second. I got a lot of crap here. Let's start with how we got here. Watch this. I'm going to show y'all something. Whether you watch Baddies or not. You don't have to watch it. Neither do I. Baddies is Zeus Network. All they do is fight. We call it toxic. It's pretty toxic, right? And that's fine. You're going to see Summer attempting to leave with Tommy Lee, and Zeus security, these big men, snatch Summer from Tommy's vehicle so that Lex could attack her. Let's take a look. Hold on. Security. This is security. Grown men pulling her out the vehicle against her will to be attacked. She tried to leave. She tried to de-escalate. And this is a part of the psychology. I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience, where I say, y'all got to be careful how y'all start talking to other Black women and attacking other Black women, because a lot of you subconsciously believe Black women are not worthy of walking away, are not worthy of having a soft life, a beautiful face. So you attack. And what you don't realize is that when you are attacking and fighting and arguing and spitting that venom, what you're doing is you're putting yourself on full display, how you feel about it. You treat the world like you treat yourself. You can't give me no better than you give you. That's why when men or women talk about their experience with you, you be like, that ain't how I saw it. Well, that's how they experienced you, sweetheart. That's how they experienced you. And a lot of people don't believe that Black women are worthy to be saved. This is a perfect example of that, with these security guards pulling her from the vehicle. The girl knew she was in danger. Watch this. Tried to leave to avoid a fight with a friend. They pulled her out of that vehicle and watched her get viciously attacked, where half of her nose was ripped off her fucking face. That's why Clarissa came in and said she would meet tonight. See, y'all didn't see that. This is a leaked footage. So if you go watch Baddies, y'all, that was so disturbing. I don't even watch that. And B. Taylor showed me that. And then the producers knew they was wrong as hell. Let me tell you what they'll do to you as women. That's why I be so disturbed by the YouTube behavior. I'm like, ooh, y'all are animals. Y'all some animals. Ooh. Y'all remember I showed you that clip from I Am Legend? And I said, ooh, that's what y'all be reminding me of. When Will Smith had his canine, his German Shepherd, who fought to the death for his owner to protect him, but he was no match for the other side. And the other side knew that when the sun went down, that those hellhounds could come out and attack. But that dog fought to, and ooh, I was like, ooh, y'all are like those nipping hellhounds. That's what y'all remind me of. And that's what they remind me of. They did not let that lady leave. And they gave, Lex, you didn't have to do her like that. You damn near ripped her nose off her face. And the producers knew they were wrong because the girl, listen, finally they took her to the hospital. So I was saying I would call the police. I'm like Charleston White. I'm calling the police. I'm calling your job. I'm doing all that. You're not finna terrorize me. And B. Taylor said, you sign a they sign a disclosure. I said, what the hell that mean? She said they can't call the police. I said, I wouldn't give a damn. Bitch, I am calling the police on you. Yes. Linda Gamble just punched me in my fucking nose. Yes. Melody Sheree just pulled my hair. What's your name? Queen Sheba? They said you say you can fight. In my head, I can fight. I want to press charges. You're not going to beat me up and get to go to brunch the next day. You got life messed up. And ever since then, I said, I'm a rock with Clarissa Shields. Clarissa's the only Black woman. It took another Black woman, one we don't favor, to come out and say that shit is wrong. Not one Black woman said one thing. Summer almost ripped that girl nose off her face. The left side, I think it was the left side of her nose was split. She's permanently disfigured. Nobody said anything. You know why? Because when you're in a position where you don't get it on your own, you have to serve demons. Zeus is a demon. Tashiki, all of them are demons. You're serving a demon. And when a demon decides when you get to eat, you can't say shit. So a lot of y'all are in lower level positions. It reminds me of the movie on Netflix called The Platform. Depending on what level you're on determines when you get to eat. So they didn't say anything because their check comes from Zeus. They didn't say anything because they would never. Or they think if I had to work 4 jobs, I'm not going to watch you beat down another woman. I'm not going to watch a group of niggas psychologically, physically pull another woman out and jump on her. Man, and then you have the nerve to run up on Clarissa and thought that you was running shit because your name is Limmy and because you run Zeus. And you got a bunch of women that don't have a backbone, that's robbing Peter to pay Paul, that depend on you and the $2 you give them that's eventually going to run out. Baby, what good is a diamond nobody can see? When you sell your soul for $2, they say some of y'all on YouTube get $100 from other YouTubers to attack. $100? I'll give you that for free to sit down and establish your piece. $100? That's all she gave you? To go out there. That's crazy. No, ma'am. Keep your money. That's all I'm saying. So let's talk about what Summer's saying. Summer knows. And the audience is split. It's so funny to me. I love people watching. So the audience is split. This girl is disfigured. And I watched the Black women in the chat say she deserved it. She deserved it. Really? To have her nose ripped off? Okay. Watch this. And because of that, Summer made an announcement that she's leaving. She said, I want you to hear what she said. Here she is. Oh, it's pretty. Y'all consider the network and a source. There's going to be cuss words.
Zeus is the main source of my income right now. And I'm still taking a chance and a step to walk away from that for my sanity, for my physical well-being and my mental well-being. So it ain't all about no motherfucking money, bitch. I gotta sleep at night. I gotta wake up and look myself in the mirror, bitch. I gotta take care of my motherfucking kids. I gotta think about shit when I get high, when I get drunk, when I'm sober. So what the fuck? I don't want to hear that it was nobody's job and it's what a motherfucker told them to do. I have a conscience. I have a heart. I have a sound fucking mind.
Okay, so this is a young girl, right? Compared to most of us that are here in the chat. And even the babes are teaching the old fool saying, listen, I fought for a number of years. I fought for a number of when you have a young girl that say, eventually I had to look myself in the mirror and say, wait a minute, I'm going too far. Even though I'm the one that got the short end of the stick and got my ass toe up, I got to be able to sleep at night. This is fucking with my conscience, the way I'm showing up. Even though it's expected for me to attack, I can't do that. I got to live with myself. At the end of the day, it's you versus you. And a lot of you old fools, you know what? Let me let her finish.
So it's just, no. I'm taking a chance to step the fuck away and get the fuck on. Chances make champions, bitch. I don't care about none of that. Took a chance to get on the show. I'm gonna take a chance leaving that bitch.
I commend her for that. She's not innocent. She ain't innocent. Now, y'all love to say that over here. She ain't innocent. It was still wrong. It was still wrong. But she's saying enough is enough. I know what this side looks like of being evil. Let me see what they talking about on that other side of that. And then she continues on. And she goes on to say,
Zeus is the main source of my income right now. And I'm still taking a chance.
Give me 1 second. Hold on, give me 1 second. Sometimes there's a little bit of a overlap, but give me 1 second. Let's go to the second slide. Here you go.
Zeus is the main source of my income.
Oh, it has a little bit of overlap, y'all. I had to pause it. Hold on. I may have to come back to it. Let's do this. Let me show you Clarissa and Papoose walking into the fight. But the point is, she says she's done. She's gone low enough, and nobody can pay her to go that low. I salute her. Kudos to you. Here's Papoose and Clarissa walking in. Fight night. Look at Clarissa. Child.
Hope y'all got y'all tickets. I heard we sold out. They be hanging bad on the boat. But guess what? We gonna make it all worth your time tonight. Make sure y'all tune in on the zone. Okay?
That's simple.
Immaculate shape. I can push the car.
Let's go.
I ain't gonna lie, this kind of reminded me of Melody Sheree when she said, when Clarissa said,
right now.
I don't like me.
Let's go, Clarissa.
I ain't gonna be no kids, but I can definitely, it's going down tonight.
Wait a minute.
I got so much smoke for this girl. All that victim playing over now.
Hold on, here for high tea to my she looking a mess. She is, but she won that mess. But it kind of reminded me of Melody when Melody said, Melody, they say you was tearing them up on your Instagram live. They said, Melody, the more they talked about your Patreon, you said, watch these numbers run up. So when Clarissa came in, she said, I know y'all don't like me, but I heard the tickets sold out. I heard we sold out up in here, but y'all don't like me. I gotta play that again. That was funny.
Hope y'all got y'all tickets. I heard we sold out. They be hanging bad on the boat. But guess what? We gonna make it all worth your time tonight. Make sure y'all tune in on the zone. Okay?
That's level. That's level. That's level.
You gotta clip that sound bite.
I can push the car.
Let's go, Clarissa.
I can beat a bear right now.
Let's go, Clarissa.
I ain't gonna eat no kids, but I can definitely, yeah, it's going down tonight. I got so much smoke for this girl. All that victim playing over now.
Girl, that was funny. She said, I heard we sold out. Y'all don't like me, but I heard y'all got y'all tickets tonight. You got to clip that soundbite. But look, I cannot find. Can somebody send me that Clarissa check and Limmy? I can't find it, y'all. I cannot find it. Can somebody send me Clarissa check and Limmy? I had it. I thought I was, but anywho, Clarissa, thank you. You've completely revamped my opinion. And a lot of people have revamped their opinion on me. I'm sorry. You have a right to change your mind. When I saw her stand in the gap for a woman and nobody was willing to, I don't know if people just be scared or what. But that was a big one. That was supposed to be her night. She's the star. She's the champ. And she reached down and she pulled another woman up. Now, Clarissa's not a fan fave because of her situationship with Papoose. But at the end of the day, she said, I watch baddies. I watch what y'all did to her. That's some BS. I don't condone bullying. I don't condone hitting somebody when they're down. And she's a fighter. And I was like, man, you know what? Y'all need to chill. When you have a professional fighter that says, nah, we don't get down like that. Even there's a badge of honor to say, hold up. You gonna get up off of her. Salute to you. And I've now, and I gotta eat crow, y'all. I found the beauty in Clarissa Shields. Clarissa, keep showing up like that. It looks good on you. And I want to show the other clips, but damn, I can't find them. I wanted to show y'all a lot of clips. It must not be meant to be, child. Candy. We're going to talk about Candy and Todd. Hold on. Oh, I know what Clarissa should. I know where her clips are. I got them. Hold on. Now we want to talk about Limmy because she checks your ass. This is like the CEO of Zeus or whatever he is. He responds to the backlash that he received regarding his treatment of Black women. Here we go.
First of all, nobody checked me. I know there's been a few headlines saying I was checked. No one checked. Clear. I have absolutely nothing but respect for Clarissa, her team, Papoose. They're absolutely wonderful folks, and they're doing some incredible things. But honestly, I wasn't really focused on what you guys were focused on, which was.
I don't know why it went off. Hold on. That's Biggie. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. The point is, this is what he was responding to. Here we go. We're not
it's like I watched the Baddie, so I seen how bad Lex had beat up Summer. I ain't got no problem with Lex, but when he walking up to me telling me that somebody who with me, like, yeah, it may be a little something between, I'm just letting you know, you're not letting me know shit. Summer's with us tonight, and we don't want to have no problems with nobody who with me. Because if we got a problem with somebody who with me, then I got a problem. So I don't want to have no problem. And when I'm not letting nobody beat up on Summer while I'm right there. Like, she got permanent scars on her face, nose all messed up and everything from fighting up on there and getting beat down with whatever type of security was supposed to be protecting her did not. So that was just me letting him know, like, that's my girl and I don't fucking play about her. So that ain't no diss to Lex. And ain't nobody ducking no wreck either. I'm just saying that No, you're not about to beat up on her while she me. But Lex didn't even have that energy. Lex was cool as hell. We got pictures. They gonna send me the pictures too. I'm gonna post our pictures. I ain't gonna know. But it was just like him coming up there saying that to me. And I'm getting ready for a world championship fight. It's like, that's why I lift my glass up to let him know she with us.
Shit.
Like, I watched
period.
the Baddie, so I seen how bad.
Period. Don't come up to me with no bullshit. This my night. This ain't your night. You are a guest, even though a sponsor. And if you notice, what she's saying is symbolic to a lot of shit that we see going on. Women be all right until a nigga get involved. Women be all right until a man gets involved. Take it how you want it. She said everybody was straight. Lex over here, Summer over there. Lex had her good energy. The women knew how to behave, even though they had some history. You coming in here planting seeds as a man of tension so the women can tear each other's heads off. You want to plant it to me, but I'm a world champion fighter. See, we fight on different levels, devil, demon. I'm not easily swayed like the rest of them. You can't whisper in my ear, snake, like you do to those bottom feeders and get me riled up and get me distracted to do your dirty work, lizard. I don't crawl on my belly. You do. God has given me dominion to crush your head. You can't crush mine, nigga. You can't come up to me and tell me what another bitch got going on and send me hooping and hollering like a demon that's screeching. She said, that's why I took my glasses off, because you got to look them demons in their face and get them the fuck up off of you. Nigga, get back. I'm the champ in this motherfucker. I'm the champ. Come whispering shit in my ear about another bitch and what she done said about me. I ain't that fucking weak. The hell back. You know what time it is. You know what you're doing. You know this is the biggest moment of my life. The mother hoes fall for it, but not me. This ain't what you think it is. I'm not her and she's not me. You go let them work for you, but we straight. And when I step in the room, everybody in the club getting tipsy. Everybody getting along. She said, Summer was good. Lex was good. Nigga, you the one that's bringing the division amongst the women. But you can't snap your finger and put me on go. I'm a world champ. I'm disciplined. And a lot of y'all lack discipline. Anybody can come tell you anything. And you full speed ahead. No discipline. No research. No strategy. No nothing. He walked up on her right before she went into security. And if and another, it's not your fault. Come on, people. It's not your fault. Some of you never play sports. You've never been involved in anything. Your parents let you play video games all your life. But if you've ever been a part of a team, we assess the situation. We don't just go off grip because you said that shit. People get set up every day. She said, don't ever walk up on me on my moment and tell me about another person. Because now I'm looking at you like the enemy, because you, my nigga, should understand that today is a big day. We don't waste big days for gossip. We don't waste big days about hearsay. We don't, when you reach a certain level, you don't give a fuck about what who's saying what, who's in the room. Because if you are who you say you are, you can walk in that motherfucker and command it. No, that's why I can host the Winter Wonderland. Everybody gonna be straight. Here, you hear people on the other side. Here, you hear motherfuckers that have doxed me that have said they walked in Winter Wonderland and it was no problem. That's what happens when you sit amongst a room of champions. You got security. Ain't no need to. They know where they are. And that's all Clarissa was saying. I'm just saying. Clarissa, you better talk your shit. I'm going to give you one more go.
How bad Lex had beat up Summer. I ain't got no problem with Lex. But when he walking up to me telling me that somebody who with me, like, yeah, it may be a little something between, I'm just letting you know, you're not letting me know shit. Summer's with us tonight, and we don't want to have no problems with nobody who with me. Because if we got a problem with somebody who with me, then I got a problem. So I don't want to have no problem. And when I'm not letting nobody beat up on Summer while I'm right there. Like, she got permanent scars on her face, nose all messed up and everything from fighting up on there and getting beat down with whatever type of security was supposed to be protecting her, did not. So that was just me letting him know, like, that's my girl and I don't fucking play about her. So that ain't no diss to Lex. Ain't nobody ducking no wreck either. I'm just saying that, no, you're not about to beat up on her while she. But Lex didn't even have that energy. Lex was cool as hell. We got pictures. They gonna send me the pictures too. I'm gonna post our pictures. I ain't gonna know. But it was just like him coming up there saying that to me, and I'm getting ready for a world championship fight. It's like, that's why I lift my glass up to let him know she with us. It's like, I watched the Baddie, so I seen how bad Lex had beat up Summer. I ain't got no problem with Lex, but when
I like it. Ain't enough women standing 10 toes down like that, period. Ain't enough women doing it for each other, and you ain't even got to do it. She did not attack Lex. Watch, let me show you. Listen. She did not attack Lex in her defense of Summer. I can end the live right now. She says, I lift up my glasses to let him know, first of all, it's inappropriate for you to even be talking about what they got going on right now. Now it's not the time. She said it, but she didn't say it, but I'm paraphrasing. Number two, I lift up my glasses because, nigga, you the problem. You got to watch a motherfucker that always coming back to you telling you what somebody said. What'd you say? Don't tell me did you get out there and swing for me? He gonna run up on her right before she go to security and get her hands wrapped. And here for Hot Tea, I know you ain't like the girl. I know you don't like the girl. But, you know, I'm just using you as my virtual co-host, okay? But listen, don't get up in my ear before kickoff, before my big moment, telling me some bullshit about another woman, nigga. How come you not over there with the men's? Why you not over here with the men's, Limmy? Or are you a lady boy? Is you a lady boy or are you a man? Get out the girl's business.
I heard about you. I was waiting on you at the door.
Seems like every time the girls are in the spot, they done already fought. Why you gotta bring up and try to tell me? It seemed like you was trying to set something up, Limmy, and you ran a hunt. They got a little something. Nah, she with me. Clarissa got sense. I can't believe I'm saying this. Clarissa got sense because she knew what type of demon time he was on. She ain't no weak bitch. If I'm fighting because I want to fight, nigga. You not finna come in my ear and tell me nothing about no woman and send me out here like a fucking minion to do your dirty work. Because that's what you was trying to do. What you was trying to do was isolate Summer, whether y'all like her or not. See, y'all don't understand the power in numbers. It's not about who you like. And a lot of y'all will watch somebody get badly hurt because you don't like them. Nah, we ain't doing that. Me, I'm the type I'll step on your side just because everybody trying to jump you. Girl, I'm finna fight with you. Really? Yeah, we finna whoop these hoes. We finna whoop these tricks. Well, I thought you didn't like me, Queen Shib. It don't matter, girl. We'll talk about it tomorrow. We finna tell these hoes up tonight. We finna whoop them. Well, they say you 60. Don't worry about it. Let grandma swing. And I like what she said. She with me tonight. Ain't nobody finna run up on her while she with me. And that's the way I feel about Melody Sheree. And any other woman I support, any other man I support. If I support you, I support you. Ain't nobody finna run up on you. But I have to respect the fact that we fight differently. And I like how Clarissa did that. She didn't down Lex. You ain't got to do all that to prove that you down. You can sit back in the cut and say, hey, we good, we straight, but she with me. And she walked right on through. I'm rolling with Clarissa until she pissed me off again. I'm rolling with Clarissa today. I respect that because a lot of women don't get that support. And that's why they choose to stand on the other side where they become the bullies as opposed to the advocates because they too scared of being attacked. They don't want that work. They don't want that work. Let me go on this side because I don't want to lose. I just couldn't take it if the boys came after me. The boys are threatened to rag, attack, tag, drag. Drag, bitch. You've been dragging for years. Ain't nothing new. Drag. We ain't going to stop you. Go. Have a go. And let your nuts hang while you do it. She going to piss me off tomorrow. Here for hot tea. Let them, y'all be too scared of smoke. Let them have it. Because if they was coming for you anyway. Listen, I've seen women get into it with people that they supported. And I've seen them say, you never supported me. They've been waiting to say that, baby. Because if it's a simple misunderstanding and you supposed to be my friend, we get on the phone, girl. We not finna do this in public. You my friend. You deserve a phone call. Or you somebody that I admire. You deserve a phone call. If a person won't give you a phone call, they never liked you anyway. That's all I'm saying. Now, I'm done. Clarissa, I'm a rock with you. I'm going to stand beside you. Here for Hot Tea say she going to make you mad tomorrow. She might. Let me see what Limmy is talking about real quick. If his tired ass video will play. Let's see. No, now I want to talk about Biggie. This one. So now the other girls, this is what I can't stand about a lot of y'all. You didn't have that energy by yourself. If you don't like somebody, have that energy by yourself. Don't wait till everybody else swing on them. And I can't stand a jumping ass group of mother. My mom, let me tell you something. The way I was raised, if I ever participated in a jump, we different. And maybe it's a Texas thing. I don't know. If my parents ever found out that I jumped somebody, you would get your ass toe up from the flow up. You do not jump. It is, and I don't know how y'all are raised on the East Coast and wherever these places y'all are from. We weren't allowed to do that in Texas. You would get your ass toe up from Texas for jumping in a fight when it's supposed to be one-on-one. You see people ready. I bet nobody won't get in there. I'm knocking your head off. It's one-on-one. We don't respect a jump. We never have. We never will. You will get your ass toe up as a little kid down here. If you jump in a fight that is one-on-one. I don't jump. I don't believe in it. And maybe because I ain't never did it because I knew the whooping that came with it, even as adults. Ain't nobody on Baddies had nothing to say to Clarissa until Clarissa took up for Summer. Keep that same energy. Keep your seat in the back of the arena. If you ain't had no problem with me today, don't have one with me tomorrow because your friend or somebody else have. Let them do their thing. We don't jump over here. They got it. Let them fight one-on-one. Let them fight one-on-one. I'm waiting for a court case to come up in Texas where this black kid has been arrested about a year ago on murder charges. He got into a fight at a track meet and he stabbed the other teen he got jumped by two white twins. They were at a track meet. He was under their tent. There was a confrontation about go to your tent, Push came to shove. I don't know if they hit him. He hit them first. Whatever. It escalated. Carmelo Anthony. Thank you. Carmelo Anthony. Push came to shove. Watch this. The two white twins jumped him. He pulled out a weapon And unfortunately, he took the life of one of the twins, right? Watch this. Jumping is wrong. Is it? Absolutely. But they're teenagers. Watch this. So I got into a very heated debate. I'm not going to say with who. Would you rather see your kid get an ass whooping, or would you rather see your kid sit in prison for the rest of his life or her life and the other kid is dead? I said, I'd rather my kid get their ass whooped. Heated debate with other adults. Not me. You better get the weapon. I said, you would rather your kid go to prison and grown men and women have their way with them every day, all day. You lost. You rather give your kid up to the system. Whatever, right? There's no right or wrong because we all view things differently. But the point is, I tell my son, if it's a fair fight, you put your fucking dukes up and you fight. And if you get your ass whooped, you get your ass whooped. You gonna take that L. Because we don't take lives. We don't take dignity. We'll take a loss. Either you're gonna whoop some ass or you're gonna get your ass whooped. But we're not gonna escalate it. We're not going to escalate it. And if you get your ass whooped, you'll be all right. Shit, you're going to be ready the next time. But we're not taking lives. We're not taking dignity. We're not escalating because we are intimidated. And that's true. You say punks jump. Here's the crazy part about it. I met the teacher on a cruise last year. How often does that happen? And she said the one that died was not the aggressive one. The teen that died was not the aggressive one. It was the other one. That's why I don't believe in jumping. It never works out. Let them handle that shit one-on-one. But this is what Biggie had to say. Why are you talking about this? Because now everybody want a go at Clarissa Shields. Y'all wasn't even thinking about Clarissa until somebody said something. That's why I be telling people, if you ain't have no gripes with them, if you didn't have that energy before your homeboy, your homegirl said something, just sit back in the cut.
Yo, let me tell you something. And Clarissa was trying to check somebody yesterday, talking about, and she trying to check Lemmy talking about something. Oh yeah, and Summer's with me tonight. As if though we give a fuck. We don't give a fuck that Summer's with you tonight. We don't give a fuck. Okay, you see, I went to go talk shit, and the minute, like I don't got a problem with the girl. I just don't even understand how you're trying to tell my boss, like, girl, please, you, like, girl, who the fuck is you talking to? Like, just because you could beat people up doesn't mean you could talk shit. And just because I don't know how to beat people up don't mean I can talk shit, but I guess we still talking shit. That's all I'm going to say. Because, like, I don't care. Like, why are you, like, what was you telling my boss that was going to do? Like, I just want to know. Like, you telling my boss, like, oh, and just so you know, Summer's with me. What the fuck does that got to do with Lemmy? What does that have to?
Well, first of all, that's your boss, not hers. He controls your check, not hers. And when bitches have their own motion, they don't have to fall in line. So what are you perfect example when I'm saying you can just sit back in a cut and support without putting 20 on 10? Because now we finna get into a jump type of situation and neither one of you can whoop Clarissa one-on-one. But I'm just talking about the psychology of it because I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience. You niggas be scared by yourself. Y'all are truly crabs in a bucket. Biggie ain't never had come out to my knowledge to say anything about Clarissa Shields. You know when she has something to say in this moment? When Clarissa goes up for the underdog. Is Summer a big mouth? Yes. Some of the people in the chat say she's a belligerent drunk. She may be, but no woman deserves to be beat to a pulp, whether you like her or not. Pull them off of her. Let's go. I don't have an appetite for gladiator type of activity. And now that the spotlight is on Clarissa, and Clarissa took a stand that y'all should have because she's your co-worker. She's in a house with you. You've broke bread with her. How come your stomach didn't turn seeing half of her nose being ripped off? Bitch, you got an appetite for gruesome. You got an appetite for violence. I don't fuck with bitches like that. Because I'll take your head off before you watch mine get taken off. That's all I'm saying. Listen, I don't trust women like that. If you can sit in that all day, the Bible says test the spirit and all things. Oh, you can sit there and listen to that all day? It's certain niggas I don't even listen to on the news. Turn that off. That's negative. Right? I'm trying to have a cup of coffee. Turn that off. I don't want to hear all that all day. You hear old folks say, turn that rap shit off. Da-da-da-da, nigga, this. Da-da-da-da. Don't nobody want to hear that all day. And if I watch a woman that can sit in negativity all day, oh, girl, you different. You like a dog with a sickness that got to be put down. You done lost all your femininity, all of your pride and joy. Something inside of you is broken down to the core. I don't like doing all that talking. Well, no, we talk too much as Black people and do too little. I probably won't say too much. But what is it to say if you're not going to do nothing? And that's the problem. A lot of you be saying a lot and don't do shit. I'd rather not say anything. Therefore, I'm not offending anybody. Silence cannot be misquoted. I can sit back in the cut and say that, you know what, that really wasn't a big deal. I was all in my feelings. But I just don't respect this generation. Because the first time you feel something, you hit your mic like Biggie. You didn't even think about what you wanted to say. You just want it in. And there's an acronym that we say you should use in corporate America. It's called WAIT. W period W period A period I period T. Why am I talking? You watching what everybody else got going on. You counting other people's money. You pocket watching. You criticizing and critiquing, not knowing that you're pouring that back into your vessel. You're pouring that back into your vessel. I remember a long time ago, many, many years ago, I heard this preacher preach a sermon about be careful what you say or how you invest. Because you could be sowing those seeds into your own home. And he said there was this builder that went to one of his best contractors. And he says, I need you to build me a house. I'm going to retire. And I want you to build my retirement home. Here's my budget. They said he gave him a phenomenal amount of money. Beautiful budget. To his lead contractor. And his lead contractor looked him in the eye, shook his hand and said, I got it, boss. And the lead contractor had never dealt with that type of budget. And he went to the hardware stores, and as he was ordering the supplies to build the house for his boss, he cut corners. He ordered the cheap of the cheap of the cheap, the cheap, the cheap, the cheap. He said, I can get this cheap. I'm not spending that on that. I'm going to get this cheap. I'm going to build this house so cheap and make it look so beautiful, but I'm going to leave with half of that money. And he did that. And he built that house cheap. And he kept a great portion of the money. And when the house was finalized and he set up a day for his boss to come and get the keys and to do the unveiling of the house, and the boss pulls up and they cut the ribbon. He says, here it is. And his boss, says, oh my God, it is beautiful. They do a walkthrough of the house and the boss looks at him and says, you know what? I lied to you. Please forgive me. I know I asked you to build a house for me for my retirement, but it is not for me. This is my gift to you for all of your hard work and your dedication to me over the number of years that you've been under my leadership. So you got to be careful of the hole that you dig for somebody else. You very well could be digging for yourself. And that man had to move into that house. That poorly constructed ass house. never knew that he was building his own house. The corners, the that was your house. That's all I'm saying. That story has reigned true to me to this day. I was like, that which you send out shall be returned to you. And I was like, damn, I bet if he knew, he would have spent the best of the best. And he had the budget. He had the opportunity to turn back. He had the opportunity to make a difference, right? And this leads me into the segue of Kandi Burrus. Kandi Burrus on Watch What Happens Live sat down with Andy. We've been wondering what the hell has happened between Kandi and Todd. We hear the rumors. We don't know all of the details. We read the court papers. We think we know. Well, we probably have no idea. And I don't think we have any idea. Because Kandi recently sat down with Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live. And she said that Todd did some effed up stuff in July that she will not talk about. Let me tell you something. When a woman say, I ain't going to talk about it, it's pretty devastating. When a woman can't talk about it, who's in reality TV, television, she's a public prominent figure, and she can be as sexual as she want, have threesomes, have a sex dungeon, and can't tell you what that man did in July, man down. It's a man down situation. You need to check on her. Sounds like Todd did his big one in July. And I know, me too. I'd be like, well, you let the women in your bedroom. Probably. But whatever it is, she felt like she did not deserve that. Let's take a look. Let's hear her. You think it's money? Mr. Kyle Bones says it's a creepo depot. Let's see. When a woman can't talk about it, I'm telling you, it's pretty bad. Here we go.
How long had you and Todd been considering a separation before you decided it was the right decision?
Oh no, it happened like in July. In July was when I was like, oh yeah, nah, I can't do this.
Was there a specific moment or thing that
it was
happened?
A specific situation that happened. I'm not talking about on Watch What Happens.
Okay, all right. Okay.
All right. So listen. Here's the thing. August, September. Now, you cannot compare Kandi's situation with a regular woman. What's regular? You can't even compare Kandi's situation to a woman with money. Kandi's not regular. What do you mean? Kandi is sexually fluid. She's fluid. She's nimble. She's open. Neither here nor there, right? We don't judge. We just listen. She's different. Kandi allotted this man a little bit of freedom in the bedroom that most women would never. So when Kandi says that whatever he did in July, she had to pull the plug immediately with little to no preparation. Women like to prep. Women like to prep. Make sure we're good emotionally for a separation. She fucking pulled the plug. What could it have been? I don't know. Let me give you another example that the younger folks can relate to. Desmond and Christy, the internet sensational couple. She said that there was absolutely no chance of reconciliation. That what he did was so bad, it eliminated all chances of them ever being married, right? But she never said what it was. Whatever Kandi found out in July, she was done. She was done so much so she couldn't look at him. What does it mean? She never came back home from New York. Hold on, Queen Sheba, what the hell are you talking about? Go look. Somebody pull up the schedule. We like facts over here. Watch this. We like facts. What was going on? I'm finna tell you. Pull up something. Y'all got your computer up? Somebody go to Google and pull up the schedule of 2025 for Othello. Othello. Pull it up. Where you going with this? I'm finna tell you. I'm finna tell you. You know how black folks do it. I'm finna tell you. Pull up Othello. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Nuh-uh. Othello. Pull up Othello. Okay, Mr. Cowbone said, okay, let me read it from a man's point. You say either she caught him with a man. Hold on. Oh, Lord Jesus. You said either she caught him with a man, another close home girl, or a sibling, or she caught him stealing. Gotcha. And that's from a man's point of view. Either she caught him with a man, she caught him with a home girl, or a sibling, or he was stealing. All right? We're gonna highlight this one. We're going to keep this one highlighted. We're going to keep that one highlighted. Othello. Damn, ain't nobody looked up the damn. Y'all got to look up. Help me out real quick. Somebody pull up Othello. I can't tell you where I'm going with. I don't want y'all to get ahead of me. Just pull up Othello. When did it end? In New York. Kandi in 2025, during that time, she was shooting with Jake Gyllenhaal and Denzel Washington. Thank you, Othello. Watch this. Thank you, too. She was in New York City doing her thing to make a living for her family. So Othello was shot February 2025. February, watch this. March, April, May, June. During that 4 months, while this woman was working her ass off, something changed drastically. She gets home between June 9th, 10th, or 11th. 3 to 4 weeks later, whatever lifestyle he was building behind her back while she was gone away for those 90 days was so prominent he couldn't hide it. It was such a betrayal. She said, bitch, you gotta go. You gotta go. That's a huge betrayal. That's a huge betrayal. What is it? She said, I'm not talking about it. Kandi has a sex dungeon, tour, play, act, whatever. Kandi's very open about her sexuality. And when I say, when you think about what in the world could he have done to get a woman like that off her feet, Mr. Cowbone said, listen, from a man's point of view, I see some of you saying, well, maybe it's a baby. I don't know. But let's take a look. Mr. Cowbone said either. He said, I'm going to tell you from a man. Let me see if it'll come up. Either she caught him with a man, another close home girl, or he said a sibling, or he was stealing her money. Damn. Damn. What's worse? A man that's stealing from you? A man that's sleeping with your sibling? A man that's sleeping with your home girl? Or a man that's sleeping with another man? You got to pick your poison. Somebody said, I think it's stealing. Desira say, I think it's a baby or he stole from her. To Latrice, he didn't do shit with that trucking company. Do they ever? We talked about that today in Members Only. If you haven't already, make sure you get to the inner circle. Make sure you get to the inner circle. And we talked about Kandi Burrus and the like. We titled, listen to me. It was called Take Your Man to Work Day. Well, what does that mean, Queen Sheba? We went down the list of women that have taken their men's to work. What does that mean? Don't let these executive producers out here trick you. Don't let these men trick you out of your spot of being a divine woman. You ain't got no fucking business sponsoring a man and helping a man reach his full potential. You ain't got no business. That's his mama job. That is not your job. Well, you know, sometimes I need a woman that can believe in them. You have a woman that can believe in you, your mama. Your mother can believe in you. But if you come prime ready to make a baby with me, and if you're biologically, you can respond to being stimulated sexually, sir, you might want to sit this one out. If you're not ready to get behind that financially. Candy Burrus took her husband to work. Phaedra Parks took her husband to work. Portia Williams took her husband to work. Who else took their husband to work? Who else? Kim Zolciak took her husband to work. Cynthia Bailey took her husband to work. Follow me. Who else took her husband to work? It ain't about them working. You don't put them and help them get a job at your job. Cynthia Bailey took her husband to work. Kenya Moore took her husband to work. Drew Sidora took her husband to work. You don't take a man to work. You don't Quad Webb took King to work. She didn't take Dr. G, but she took King to work. Lisa who, Shorten? Quad took her man to work. Yandy took her man to work. You don't take these men to work with you. We can't work in the same place. And then you wonder why they cheated. And you wonder why you propped them up. When you prop a nigga up in front of a camera, Trish, Love and Marriage Huntsville, took her husband to work. She took Ken to work. I'm sorry. Ken, listen, let me be quiet. When you prop a man up in front of a camera and he can walk in, lights, camera, action, on your fucking job and get a promotion, get access to the trips. Oh, y'all messy. They say Fantasia took her husband to work. You know what? I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not going to do this with you. That's a good one. Fantasia took her husband to work. Now y'all know when we say, oh, you taking your husband to work? Now, I know they have a work holiday where it's take your child to work. Y'all are out here taking these men to work, putting them in front of the camera. And then wondering why he's cheating, wondering why all of these women will take him. You took him to work. You put him in front of the world. He ain't got to do nothing. He didn't have to, you didn't require him anything. You didn't require anything of him to get on the camera. You just took him to work. Melody did not take her husband to work. They formulated the show together. Thank you, Miss Sparkle. No, we ain't speaking in code. We just talking. Okay, Queen Tosa say Tiny took T out of work. And did. And did. Who else be taking a husband to work? And that's what happens when you take people to work with you. Remy Ma took Papoose to work. Where are you going with this? There's a trend of women that take their husbands to work and the relationship end up not working. He starts to direct compete with you. Denise Richards took her husband to work. Thank you, Tracy. Took her husband to work. Lisa Wu Hartwell took her husband to work. And then Rudy took him to work after that. Rudy Huxtable. Because Rudy got him second and he still didn't do right by Rudy. Show didn't. Portia took Simon to work. Portia took Dennis to work. Lala Anthony took her husband to work. Monique took her husband to work. Mary J. Blige took her husband to work. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Trina Braxton took her husband to work. Right now it's Tawanda Braxton. Mauricio says by taking a man to work opens the doors to all of them. See, most men don't even want that. They be like, what? I'm not going to sit in front of all y'all women. They don't want to hear all us cackling. You got to watch the ones that's too comfortable. Wendy Williams, that's a good one. Took her husband to work. Wendy Williams took her husband to work. Dr. Jackie took her husband to work. Sure did. Keisha Cole. That's all I'm saying. Baby, it does not take your husband a work day. I don't care how much he try to gaslight you, psychoanalyze you, make you feel bad about supporting him. My job is not your job. You can't come on a job and work. Hey, listen, Portia took Shamia to work. You see Shamia stabbing her in the back right now, fighting for the top spot. Dr. Simone took her husband to work. Y'all, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Vicky Gunderson took her husband to work. Look how Dawn did her at the end. Vicky Gunderson. Tamara Judge took her husband to work. The first husband, Simon. You see how that works? They ain't had nothing else to do outside of these women. Phaedra took Apollo to work. You see the symbolism? That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's all. Listen, I hope y'all enjoyed tonight's show. I'm happy to be back. Girl, Bell Collective. Yes. Taking all them husbands. Marie took her husband to work, brought him to work 2 times, fired him, and then brought him back. There's a pattern. Oh, damn, Queen Sheba. How you come up with that? Just pay attention. Start taking notes. We're content creators. What the hell you mean? Your job is to break that thing down like 4 flat tires. What you mean how I come up with it? I'm watching. I'm assessing. I'm tracing. I'm looking. I'm rewinding. I'm laughing. I'm like, damn. Oh, damn. And then one day it all comes together and you deliver it. That's it. That's all. See, but that you do that when you mind your business. Here for Hot Tea say, but Beto and Maurice, their wives took them to work. It's been a hell of a show tonight. We're back. We take breaks over here, baby. I don't always have something to say every day. I ain't gonna lie. And if I don't, I ain't coming on. I'm playing with my members and members only. We be having a good time back there. That's it. That's all. Thank you all for pulling up. We're over 1,100 deep tonight. If you haven't already, baby, get in that Patreon, because here's the thing about it. It ain't just about like one thing I did go through. And sometimes I have to really, really watch my time, right? With just different things, because you got to be busy creating. But I'm damn sure finna be in that Melody Sheree Patreon with that lady that's coming there that got all 500,000 subscribers in the course of a year or two. Because we can all keep learning. And that's why I like the content that's so diverse. Where you, child, like, well, I don't know what you can do with $20. I spend $20 blinking my eyes on a piece of gum and some energy drinks because that's my go-to every day. But ain't nobody begging. Get back there, take what you need, and discard the rest. That's all I'm saying. You may not want to go back there for my interview, but it's other stuff. Maybe you're trying to build something. Thank you. Love is Beautiful said this was so good. Absolutely. We appreciate, and this is free. And I have a members only. Right? But I still give you free stuff. So I couldn't imagine people being mad at me because I got a members on. Well, you know what they was. You know what? You damn sure right. Let me go. Let me go before I get myself in trouble. Because you all should be ashamed.
You all should be ashamed. How can you drink right after a funeral? Like this? Give me another one, then, Brady. Fred Sanford, you just left the house of the Lord, and now I'm in my house. All y'all ought to be ashamed drinking like a school of fish. My Bible says, be not drunk with wine. What does it say about scotch? Yes, why'd you go someplace else? Why'd you go ugly up somebody else's house? Who you calling ugly, sucker? You.